Good morning. You're on the 250 River with Dr. Dan. It's episode 29 of my series, and we're going to be top fiving today, looking at real people, real stories, real life from 250 years ago this week, ending on May 22nd, 1775. Now, I'm a day or so delayed because of the holiday, the Memorial Day holiday. So that's kind of in your mind as you're watching this, hopefully watching this. So I'll reference that a little bit too, because it's in my mind as well. So let's get to our episode. We've got some fun things happening today, and this is a good one. I'll be honest. This is a good one. It feels very Mulligan stewy to me, very much of a Mulligan's stew. If you don't know what that is, look it up and look up a recipe and make it. It's good stuff. Thanking our sponsor, Mr. Thomas Simpson, our sponsor. 99% fact, 1% fiction. 250 years ago, if you open up your copy of the this week's edition of the Virginia Gazette, and you've got your cup of coffee, and you're reading the newspaper for the week, and you turn to, I believe it's page 4, there might be something from Mr. Thomas Simpson stand out at you. And it's really nothing short of an opportunity to possibly change your life. And here it is. He's offering for sale a set of instruments that can be used specifically. They're called shop utensils for surgery and midwifery, along with the books and the medicines that you'll need to open up your own doctor's shop, your own healthcare store. So, as it turns out, Dr. John Walker has died, and his complete set of instruments, books, and medicines that you'd need to operate as a surgeon and as a midwife are available for sale. If you want to change your life, this is your chance to become a doctor. Or if you're a doctor already and you're looking to kind of upgrade your equipment, your devices, your stuff, another chance right here to benefit from the legacy of Dr. John Walker and what he's passing on to all of us for a price, passing on to all of us. If you're interested, you can change your life. That's quite an ad. 99% fact, 1% fiction. I said thank you to our sponsor. So let's get right into it. Number 5 of our top 5 list, and then we'll finish up with the what's the big idea, Dan. And I'm going to thank somebody who will go nameless, but this individual is providing me with what's the big idea this week. But we start out with top 5. Number 5, off of 250 years ago this week, and in May 22nd, 1775, the Continental Congress. Second Continental Congress is beginning. Its third week? No, second week of business, of work, of activity. That started on May 10th in Philadelphia. This is the second one. This is the one that had been promised to convene as the number 2, as the Second Continental Congress, promised to convene if necessary. In other words, if the colonial and imperial crisis had not been resolved, they were going to be coming back in after having met for the first time last fall in Philadelphia as Continental Congress number 1. Number 2's back in town. Here's why I bring it up. Here's why they're number 5. Because nobody said this was going to be true. Nobody said this was going to be an issue, and yet it's plopped straight down in their laps. You now have not responsibility, maybe responsibility. Therein lies the problem, that I can't even tell you what they have. On Lake Champlain in northern New York, you've got 2 forts that have been seized by a variety of folks, Ticonderoga and Crown Point. There's some boats that have been seized and taken over that weren't your property, that are your property now. Now what do you do? So be sure to make a decision and let everybody know. You didn't authorize it, you didn't strategize over it, you didn't do anything about it, and yet here we are, second week of work as the Second Continental Congress, and this is issue number 1. What do you do with this new set of possessions in terms of land, military posts, artillery, ships, boats, and POWs too. What do you do with them? Continental Congress, let us know. So that's issue number 5. You never bargained for it. It tells you how much things have changed in a short amount of time. Here we are talking about what to do with forts, for gosh sakes. That's 5. Here's 4. Issue number 4. Let me make sure I've got it right. Yes. There's a new play that's been written. It's a satire that's been written in Boston. Mercy Otis Warren, and she's calling it The Group. Capital T, capital G. The Group is now out for performance, and it's out for viewing at a stage near you, if you happen to have a stage near you. The satire, it's a political movie. It's current events ripped from the headlines, as it were. The satire is based on what would happen if the King of England took away the 1691 charter of the colony of Massachusetts. What would we all do? Well, that's exactly what the king has done in real life. And Mercy Otis Warren has written a satirical dramatic play to illustrate where we all are and where we might go in her play called The Group. So if you get a chance, go see that sometime this week. If you're not too busy, that's number 4. Now, number 4 takes us straight into number 3, and that's why they're side by side. Number 3, across the ocean, is in what used to be called the city of Calcutta. It's now Kolkata in India. But at the time that we're talking about, 250 years ago, it was Calcutta. That city is British occupied, British controlled, British held. It's a British colony. Greater India is a British colony. And in the city of Calcutta, Kolkata, they are starting to build a new theater. They've been one there about 20 years ago, give or take, and they're going to make a new one, bigger and better than ever. The Tom Cruise of the day, David Garrick, is behind the project, full force. He's giving money to open it up. He's giving professional advice, professional expertise, experts to help open it up. The British government is supportive of opening it up, and so we will have a new theater, hopefully sometime in the next coming months, from the British perspective, in the city of Kolkata, in the colony of India. Here's why 3 and 4 are paired together. Soft power. Soft power. What American has a greater reach than Tom Cruise? I can think of a few that rival it, but not many. What American has a greater reach than Taylor Swift? There are a few, but not many to rival it. So soft power is such an important influence. We have Mercy Otis Warren, 250 years ago, writing a play that's kind of a soft power, if you will. Here we are having a theater opening up in Kolkata. Soft power, separated by an ocean for them, by 250 years for us. Number two, big one. Could easily be number 1. In a way, it kind of is number 1. I'll explain in a minute. Okay, let's take a look at your life right now. The most important person in your life, let's argue, is your spouse. I hope that's true. Husband and wife. So the public scene, the defining public mood, public issue, public moment, how has it impacted your relationship with your spouse? Is it reflected in that? 250 years ago, this week, ending in May 22nd, the answer is I've got an emphatic answer and illustration. John and Abigail Adams are a couple, husband and wife, devoted to each other. The public spirit, mood, issue, trend, everything of the day has separated them. He's in Philadelphia trying to figure out Ticonderoga, among other things, as a delegate to the Second Continental Congress. She is back in Braintree outside of Boston, essentially doing everything else in their lives. She's a brilliant person, but I wonder if she bargained for all of this, because here's the truth of it. She's the sole parent, essentially. She's a single parent, essentially, to 4 kids, all under the age of 15. Remember, Dad is in Philadelphia, might as well be on the other side of the moon. So Abigail is a single parent. Abigail is also the person who's the predominant laborer. She's the farmer on the farm. They have a farm, and she's it. So she's running the farm, too. She's the family doctor. She's the family minister. She's the family friend. She's the family guide. She's the family, all by herself. Now, there is a knowledge that there is a dad out there somewhere on the other side of the moon in Philadelphia. But the reality is, it's just mom. It's just mom. Husband and wife are deeply impacted by the nature of public times 250 years ago. Is the same true for you? Now, in their case, they're both on, I'll use the word side, they're both on the same side, the American side, the colonial rights side, and so on. But their relationship deeply, deeply affected by the public reality of the day. Is that the case for you? Same side, opposite sides, changed sides, and all the rest. So, that's number 2. Now, Abigail writes a letter to John. Number 1. Next here to my buddy, St. Francis. Number 1 is a phrase from that letter. And I want to be sure I've got it right here. So it's a long letter. There's a lot in it. But there's a particular phrase that I want to share with you. Quote, "The blood of our brethren cries to us from the ground." Close quote. Abigail writes that to John. The blood of our brethren cries to us from the ground. Remember, I told you at the top of our show that I'm ending May 22nd, but I'm talking with you, spending time with you on the day after Memorial Day. The blood of our brethren cries to us from the ground. That is a really striking sentence and idea and feeling from our letter writer, Abigail Adams, to her husband on the other side of the moon, John Adams. The blood of our brethren cries to us from the ground. So, that's number 1 on our top 5 list. Now, what's the big idea, Dan? Here it is. It's not my idea. It's somebody else's who told it to me. Last week I finished up session 2 of my 3-part new series called the 76 Leadership Series, underwritten by the Winchester Foundation, to whom I owe a great debt. Somebody came up to me. No. During the session, actually, this person shared with everybody else in the room, and there were, 15, 16 people there, that it was just great to think of this stuff as a day-by-day reality, to live it day by day. And we don't do that, obviously, in just 3 sessions, literally, but we do it in pieces. We do it in moments, day by day. That's how I do my stuff. That's how this series exists, is day by day on a week-by-week basis. This person said, "I just love it. This is great to think of it and think through it that way, day by day." So that's my thing. That's the big idea. What's the big idea, Dan, from today's set of stories? It's the combination of daily action alongside what I'm just going to call a dominant vision. How does the daily action relate to the dominant vision? Now, I've chosen that last phrase very carefully, dominant vision. Sounds clunky, I know, but it's here for a reason. And the reason is, what makes the vision dominant? Is it because somebody has made it clear and you have seized upon that clarity and you're living out that clarity in your daily action? Or is it because it's just kind of how things are and how things have evolved and mushed together like our mulligan stew? And that becomes the dominant vision. Something not quite clear, something not quite specific, but it's real and it's everywhere, and I've got a little piece of it that I'm part of, and it all just kind of rolls and rumbles along. The relationship between your daily action and the dominant vision. So, that's today's big idea based on the 5 things that we've done in our top 5 from 250 years ago. So next week, do we flip a calendar? I don't even know. No, we don't. We don't flip the calendar just yet. Well, we're going to wrap up May, and what I think is going to be a pretty important week and episode, and a pretty important combination of daily action and dominant vision. I'm Dan Miller, Historical Solutions LLC. Feel free to reach out if you'd like. Hope you're having a great day and a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.